love this resource that I found in Modern Classrooms, and I kind of took their original example and recreated it, redesigned it to fit what I'm kind of thinking. But here is the original if you wanted to see it. So the first thing is right here. It is for a week. So what I'm thinking is I would print this out or assign this digitally to students, and in the date, I would put the date for each Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, and then down here, students could do a reflection. So there's different categories here, and I think when I'm starting off with a student, I might just focus on one thing at a time. So for example, the first week, let's say the student is always late. I think what I would do is I would say, okay, your goal is to arrive on time this week and to beat the timer or the bell or whatever activity might be there. And then they have to complete maybe your do now or your agenda item or your buzz work. And then for that, then they might work silently after they finish that. But again, this student probably typically is not getting that done. So their goal is to get it done before the timer goes off. Then maybe the following week or in 2 weeks, I might add the next column where I want them to finish the lesson. And if you're not familiar with Modern Classrooms, I highly suggest you do the free course. It's kind of like a flipped but blended learning model that covers all of the areas, and it's amazing. So students watch a video first, then they complete practice, and then they work on a mastery check. Is typically the outline. And practice includes must do, can do's, and aspire to do's. So this student typically takes, let's say, 40 minutes to watch a video that's like 7 minutes long. So the student has now 25 minutes to complete that video, and maybe they have guided notes or something like that. And then they need to complete their notes and their practice, and they need to maybe submit a lesson check or your mastery check or exit ticket. So that might be that next column. Then after the student kind of gets that area down, you might have them focus on their behavior. And again, you can customize these blocks to fit the student's needs, or take them away if a student doesn't need certain things. But for this area, students might have their phone on them. So their goal this week is to not have their phone, and it's to stay in the bag the entire class period. Also, they must focus on their work and not off topic conversations. So just kind of reminding them of that. And then if they take a break, they're allowed to take a break, but it has to be shorter than 5 minutes. So they need to set a timer. Their break can't last 15 minutes, 20 minutes. And that can kind of help with those different students. So again, you can customize that. If students aren't having issues with break, you can take that off. And then the last one is like help. So students can ask a teacher or a classmate when they need help. Again, you're able to customize this document to fit that individual needs because this is an individual tracker. If the students meet so many of those goals, they'll get a teacher signature. And if they get all 5 or 4 out of the 5 days, they might get some type of reward of free time or whatever motivates that students. I like to use the forced choice survey to kind of know what motivates those students. But after that, they might get like free tech time, or they might get candy or lunch with a teacher or an email home, whatever kind of motivates that student. So check it out, customize it for your students, and try the individual tracker in your classroom.